Hello, and welcome to another stream. We're doing Slay the Princess again because, well, the last time we did it, or I did it, um, I tried to save the princess. Save, not slay. It didn't go very well. So now we're going to try and actually do the thing. I wanted to, first of all, thank a good friend of mine for sending me some new headphones that I'm trying out from Turtle Beach, the 700 uh, Gen 2, I think. I'd have to look at the box. It's back there somewhere. They just came. So we're trying these out and seeing how everything goes. But a couple of things. One, doing this to raise money for kids, sick and injured kids in children's hospitals across the country. This is all through Extra Life. They do great work. This is my 12th year, I believe, 12th or 13th year of doing this. As you can see over the top here, 370 dollars raised so far out of 1,400 that I'm trying to raise this year. And any donations would be most appreciated. Share the link. That's also appreciated. There's just so much that we can do with this money to help kids and their families. The programs that they do are really great. So let's dive in. This is a horror game, so just so you're aware. And there's nothing really. It's not jump scares. There's a little bit of maybe gore. I love this logo. All right, so we're going to start. I laugh because it's just a little too funny. So chapter 1, we're back to chapter 1 again. I think every time you die, you go back to
You're
chapter.
on a path
not every time,
in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
And this is where things kind of go off the rail.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm not really sure if I understand whether the narrator is actually a voice in my head or if it's actually another person. I think it's probably a little bit of both. Okay, so there's a lot of things here. What are you talking about? The only reason she's going to end the world because she's locked up. Killing Princess kind of bad. Okay, sweet. I've often wanted to offer monarch. Viva la revolution.
That's the spirit.
Okay, he's a little bloodthirsty. So let's see what happens.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further.
There's always a warning.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Got it. In this attempt, I'm just going straight in, just doing the deed.
We're not going to go through with this, right?
No, we
She's
are.
a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Nope. Definitely doing this one.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I know, right? Has no idea what he's talking about because we know. So let's proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Something I noticed the last time that I didn't immediately catch on to it, but the pointer, do you see the pointer? It's a beast hand. Pay attention to that.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Got it. And this is a perfect game to play, you know, because it's October. Alright, so we're going to take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Really don't think I'm going to save the world, but we'll see what happens.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
It's commanding, almost as though she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Because that's what princesses do. Let's not even engage. Let's just...
Good. You're still listening to reason.
You bet. Listening to reason is probably going to get me killed a lot faster than the other time, but we'll see.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
The voice of the hero is the one that gets you killed.
Are you here to kill me or something?
Yeah. See, don't even engage. Just do it.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
Knife in my hand?
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
I didn't think of that. Couldn't have given me a ranged weapon?
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see the
No, I
razor
don't think
sharpness
she's
in her gaze?
God.
I don't think she's bluffing.
No, pretty sure she's not bluffing, but I'm committed to the cause.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Let's see. What if she is bluffing? What if she kills us? Are you sure she's unarmed? I'm not dropping the blade. Drop the blade. Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
And look at my arm. I'm the monster here. Me.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. Okay. All right.
This is it, isn't it?
Yeah. You're a little calm for having, a knife.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming, but I have to wonder.
Oh, no.
Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Can I back up, furiously at this point?
There it is again. That razor-sharp look in her eyes and the terrifying conviction in her words. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
But is she really dying?
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Of course not. That was too easy.
It's over. Don't get all worked up.
I'm a little worked up.
With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
I feel like I'm being played here.
But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
Except that's not what you're showing me.
Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of space.
Really? Really?
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry.
Wait a minute.
You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
I'm sorry, what? I'm so confused. That's bullshit. Yeah. Let's go with that. Let me out of here.
What's done is done. And there's no going back now.
Are you kidding me? Now, if this was like a RPG or something like that, I would be turning around, going back downstairs and pulling the knife out and then seeing if I... Alright.
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
No.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
In this cabin. In this plain, empty cabin.
Psst. Hey. We're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
No, we are not. Hell no. How do you get...
I do, but you're probably not going to like it.
At this point, yeah?
The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
See? Go back down, take the blade.
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero.
Okay.
He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end.
It's not a wonderful place.
Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Oh, now I definitely have to do it. Wouldn't using the blade, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead? Anything to get out of this hell. Which one do I want to do? Let's do this.
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it. In a sense, we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore?
Good point.
This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever. I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work. That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
Nope.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you, Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate.
This is not a happy place. I mean, is it? No. All right,
Fine.
back down.
Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
Oh, he's in a snit now, isn't he?
The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
Except there's a chapter 2 now. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Wow, there's a lot of choices here. Turn around, leave, no. Yeah. This. I like this. This choice.
How unfortunate that the sole person capable of slaying the princess also seems to be somewhat insane. Oh well, so long as you get the job done, it doesn't matter what sort of mental state you're in. I have one last warning for you.
Yeah, we've heard it before.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I don't believe a word you say.
You're right. She won't be a problem.
Voice of the cold. That's different. You're right, you.
I'm not sure I'm a fan of my new roommate. I think there's a lot more to this situation than we've been told. The situation couldn't be more straightforward. Just ignore him.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odour of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only item of furniture is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. Before you have a chance to even think about taking it, the top of a head appears from underneath the floorboards.
Oh.
Two deep-set eyes stare
Hello.
up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin.
This is pretty cool.
And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
It's got the mark where I killed her last time.
A ghost!
Oh, buck up, little buckaroo.
Oh, wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Scare us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, killer. I guess we've got some things to talk about, haven't we? Like how you murdered me?
That's not the word I would use. Oh! It is a demo. I want to go down that storyline because that's pretty cool. 7 different endings on the demo. I've seen 2 of them. We've seen 2 of them. The last time, I think I got my chapter 2 was the damsel, and this one was the specter. So, and over here you can kind of see all the different faces. All right, let's try one more time. let's start again. Chapter 1, Hero of the Princess. Okay. How should we
You're
play
on a
it?
path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that, you're here to slay her.
Yeah.
If you
obey
don't,
the world.
it will be the end of the world.
So let's just start at the top. The end of the world, what are you talking
I'm
about?
talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
But how can a princess locked away in a basement be the end of the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
No. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Why? If she's locked up in a basement, the world's still here.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Okay.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
So leave her locked up in the basement.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying
I
a
could
princess
be.
that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Okay. Can someone else do this?
Oh, if only that were the case. But I don't make the rules.
Please.
I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far. But unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off. Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
Forget it. I'm not doing this.
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
No, I don't. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
If only that were true.
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Look, I'll go in the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not committing to anything until I've had a chance to meet her face to face.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
Got it.
Then each and every one of us is doomed.
Excellent.
So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Attitude. Goodness.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right?
No.
She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin. I'm still not sure whether I'm going to take the knife or not. I probably should.
The interior of the cabin is almost
Well, we've been
entirely
doing the
bare.
top choices. So.
The air is stale and musty,
See?
and
Look
the
at the
floor
cabin,
and
it's so
walls are
different.
painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Got it. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I don't know, it was pretty easy last time. Well, I did have the knife, though. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Till she comes up and sees the floorboards. That was actually pretty cool. I like that.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
It's commanding, almost as though she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Just like she's just welcoming me in for tea.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
Are you here to kill me or something?
Or something. What? No way. Why would you even think that? Probably because I'm holding a knife.
Maybe because of the giant knife you're holding?
Yeah, that's it.
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it.
We should drop it.
Don't you dare.
Like I'm gonna believe you.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Exactly.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Why did I have to move up, though?
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Narrator is definitely quite thirsty.
So, this is a pretty awkward start to a relationship.
We have a relationship now? Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
Not to make things even more awkward, but do you know why you're here to kill me?
I do not. Of course I do. Do you think I just come here to kill someone without even knowing why? That'd be ridiculous. Of course.
And yet you hesitated the moment you saw me. And you dropped your knife. If killing me was really that important, you would have had a little more gumption, don't you think?
Or, conviction.
So, someone put you up to this, right? And whoever it is, it's probably the same someone who shoved me into this dark pit and chained me to a wall.
True.
That's a fair question. Who chained her in this basement, and if she's so dangerous, how did they manage to trap her?
How did they manage to?
Why have we been left to do their dirty work?
All good questions.
Don't give away the game, and don't let her distract you. That's exactly what she wants.
Well, it's working.
I'm right, aren't I? So who put you up to this?
The idiot narrator. I'd get you out of here.
You can't. Don't bother.
No one's talking to you.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here. And if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
I'm here because you're going to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
Why not?
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
You're not sure?
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
Just how long has she been down here?
Yeah, exactly.
Did they even bother to tell you how I'm supposed to end the world? Because that just doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd be capable of.
What are you going to do if I let you out of here?
Princess hesitates before responding.
Aha!
She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
I don't think what I do really matters.
Why not?
Look, at the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Right.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
True.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
Okay. She's making sense.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or any other number of good things that I'm sure you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
Fair question.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So, do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
Okay, now your story's changing a little bit. What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Okay, so slay the princess, examine the chain, I'm getting you out of here, keep her locked away. I'm going to keep you locked down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. What do you think? Alright, let me ponder this for a moment. While I'm pondering, go make a donation to Extra Life. The links are all over the place, unless you're on the Extra Life page watching the stream right now, in which case it's right there. Please make a donation. As you can see, it's this way. $370 out of $1,400 so far. Really would appreciate any kind of donation or sharing the link. That helps too. Just get the word out. And I think we're going to... let's do this.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Yeah, I think so too.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help.
Okay, her text just changed all, like evil.
And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
Jinkies.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Alright, I've tried to slay her. I've tried to not slay her. I made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here.
I do. I stay alive.
It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
Yeah.
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
I'm not...
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
Oh, thank God. I was afraid I'd already committed to not slaying her. Stick to the plan. Stick to the plan.
It'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the
crap,
blade.
I left it laying downstairs. Dang it.
Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
Oh no.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
Awesome.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare.
Yeah. Pretty cool, actually.
As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forget it.
I didn't... Look, the option was...
You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker.
No, it really doesn't. How about let's just run?
No, it doesn't.
So, all of this was just an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless. You're not even a princess. You're a monster.
I could be innocent and harmless, if I want to be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin.
Oh, crap.
The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
Wait, if the table was... Never mind. Getting into weirdness now.
Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
Oh boy.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
Except you didn't tell me all the facts.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
No. No.
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
What's it now?
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills.
Okay, she's like really offended.
What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Really?
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Well, at least she didn't rip me apart. The nightmare. Oh, jeez. So it was a dream?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Right.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. She's gonna kill me again. Let's say I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
A terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us has been here.
That's not entirely true, and you know it.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Are we sure we don't just want to turn
Voice
around and
of
hightail
Nick.
it out of here? She's going to do unspeakable things to us if we go back there. Oh, is there another one of us in here? You're a voice of reason, right? Tell them we shouldn't go to the cabin. Tell them we shouldn't even bother. You are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff that pathetic little voice at the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
So I wonder if you get a new voice, and this will be fun to find out once the full game comes out. I wonder if you get a new voice every time you die. Yeah, I get it. I'm going in the cabin.
I have one last warning for
Yes, I know.
you. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Okay.
Oh God, we can't go in there. Do either of you feel sick? Because I feel sick just thinking about that place. We're going to die. You should be careful. There's something very wrong going on here.
Yeah.
Ignore them. They don't know what they're talking about. She's just a princess. No reason to get all freaked out.
Why not? I wonder what it looks like this time.
The interior
Nope.
of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only item of furniture is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway.
There's also no door.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. No. The basement door. It isn't there anymore.
See?
She could be anywhere. It's just a frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. No, what did you do? This isn't how things are supposed to go. She's supposed to be an ordinary princess. Quick, the blade.
Go ahead and take your little toy. It won't do you any good.
Your legs go numb before you even have a chance to reach for the blade. You collapse to the floor as your lungs seize up, refusing to take in air. No, not again!
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I. I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Is she wearing a mask?
Everything goes dark, and you die. I'm sorry.
Okay. That was weird. Alright. That was the creepiest one so far. Yeah. Anyway. So, Halloween time, sure, why not play the creepy games? But I just want to thank you for stopping in and sharing a little bit of time with me tonight. Again, this is all for Extra Life. We're trying to raise money for children's hospitals. $370 so far out of $1,400. Please make a donation. Please help out the kids. We're trying to change kids' health for the better. Help these families. Every penny that gets raised goes toward programs and hospitals to help these kids and their families. So please, if you can do it, great. If you can share it, also great. Get more people involved. It would be wonderful. We'll take a break for tonight, and we'll try and do it again tomorrow and see if we can get a different ending. I've gotten 3 endings so far. If you check the other video that I did, we got the 1 ending, and then we got 2 tonight, so we'll see. Anyway, happy haunting.